y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, thanks for stopping by. My name is Andrea. Today we're going to be talking about the Sephora $1,000 fantasy cart. That's right. If I was going to spend $1,000 at Sephora at one time, what would I buy? Editing Andrea here. I see the hair sticking up on the top of my head in the entire video. I can do nothing about it. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay, bye. I'm gonna put pictures up here so you can see the products that I'm talking about. So the first thing on my list is the Pat McGrath Labs foundation. It's called the Sublime Perfection Foundation. This foundation looks stunning. Everyone says really great things about it. I don't think I've seen a negative review minus the price. It looks like a gorgeous medium coverage. It's just so expensive. It's $68. Not to say that I would never spend that much money on a foundation. I have spent close to it. I have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. That's $64, but I did not pay full price for that. So if I did buy this, I definitely, all of these things, if I were to buy them, I'm waiting for a coupon or for Sephora to do a sale. So that's super high up on my list. It's a medium coverage and it looks nice and radiant on the skin. I did hear that it has alcohol in it, which I don't love, so it wouldn't be something to wear all the time. But yeah. So the next thing in my cart is the Pat McGrath Mothership 7 eyeshadow palette, Divine Rose, the original Divine Rose. I already have the Divine Rose too. That's something that I got for my birthday, and part of the only reason why I purchased it was because I had a $100 Sephora gift card from turning in 2,500 points, I think it is. So I used the $100 gift card towards that palette. This one I probably will end up picking up because I feel like those two palettes will go really well together, and some of the shades in there are really gorgeous. It looks like a Pat McGrath palette that can be worn every day, which a lot of her palettes have a lot of super cool, unique things in them, but they're not necessarily everyday friendly. So especially for like an office work environment. So that's high on my list. I probably will end up picking it up maybe around Christmas time. We'll see. Next up in my fantasy cart is the Natasha Denona Star palette. This has been on my list for a long time. It was one of the first Natasha Denona palettes that really called my name. I still think the shades are really pretty. It's more of a neutral palette, leaning semi-cool toned, which is nice because everything nowadays is really warm. Brands are starting to come out with some cooler tone palettes, which I like, but I just don't know if I can justify the price for something that old. But I do love most of my Natasha Denona palettes. I have been pleased with them. I did return the Sunset palette, I think it is. Is that the orangey one with the yellow shade? I thought that I would love that palette, but I didn't. And I don't love my Lila palette very much either, but her smaller palettes and the gold palette are some of my favorites. So next up is some skincare. We have the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Everyone loves this and it looks so delicious, and I've seen like Patrick Starr and Manny MUA and other people all get those facials from Yoli Glow, and she uses all Tatcha products and it just looks so amazing. I want that. I want to get a facial from her with all Tatcha products. But this cream just looks so decadent and delicious, and I would love to try it. It is $68, so $68 for a moisturizer. I can't do that. I go through moisturizer so fast. My current moisturizer is the one from The Ordinary. It's so cheap. So I don't know if that'll ever happen. Maybe if it's in like a little kit and I get it on sale, that would be a possibility, but I just don't think I could spend that much money on something I replace so often. Next is a Gucci lipstick, Lip Balm 2 in No More Orchids. It is in stunning packaging, bright turquoise and gold packaging, and it looks like a super sheer, bright, curly, pinky peach lipstick. Everything that I love so much. That's my favorite. Pinky peach, coral. I probably will never buy this, but I want it. That's all I have to say about that. All right, next up is the Natasha Denona Biba palette. I have almost done it so many times. I've almost purchased it, and something is holding me back. And I think it's because it's mostly matte shades. Natasha Denona has beautiful matte shades, but that's not the main reason for me why I buy her palettes. I buy it for the combination of the super intense sparkly shades and the mattes. If she came out with a similar palette to Biba in the mini version, like the $65 version, I would be on that in a heartbeat. I did buy the bronze palette, and I do love it. And I know everyone says that it's too much of the same, and I do agree. You're not gonna get super different looks with the palette, but I love it so much. Bronze shades are my go-to, and coppery shades, I love them, but I really wish they would come out with a smaller version of the Biba palette. So next on my list is something that's super intriguing to me. It's something I haven't seen before. It's the Marc Jacobs Brow Wow Duo Brow Powder Pencil and Tinted Gel plus 1 pencil refill. It's a 2-in-1 brow product. You have a pencil powder on one end and then a tinted brow gel on the other end. I personally use brow pencils and brow gels on a pretty regular basis, and then you also get a refill. This is $39, which is really expensive for a brow product, but you're getting so many different things in it. It makes me wonder if it is actually kind of worth it. I don't know if I could actually bring myself to purchase this, but it looks super cool and innovative, and I'm curious if it's really good. So next up on my list is something that Kathleen Lights has hyped up over and over and over and over and over again. It's the Pat McGrath Labs lip pencil in the shade Contour. She talks about this lip pencil nonstop. The color is more like it's named a contour shade, so you're really defining your lips. I have a similar pencil from Makeup Forever. It's in Endless Cacao. Katie Jane Hughes is obsessed with this, and she uses it all the time, and it is like a contour for your lips. I started using it in combination with other lip liners to kind of give that shadow, especially under the bottom portion of the center of my lip and then around my Cupid's bow, really accentuating that, and I really love the way it looks. But I'm super curious about Pat McGrath's formula. Next up on my list is something that is highly raved about on YouTube, and that is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I feel like that's the reason why I want to try this so bad, is because it's so hyped up on YouTube. It's just a skin mist. Like, doesn't MAC Fix Plus do the same thing? Like, it's supposed to make you dewy? I feel like Fix Plus makes me pretty dewy. I don't know. I don't know what's so fabulous about it for it to be $48, but they keep raising the price of MAC Fix Plus too. It's like $36 now. That's wild. Way too much. Like, why are they doing that? But it's my favorite, and so I'll continue to purchase it, but only when I can get it on sale. So I'm super curious what all the hype is about with the Tatcha Skin Mist. Next on my list is something that I haven't heard talked about a lot, but Jamie Page Beauty and Alana Davison talk about it, and it's the Rowan Beauty 75 Warm Eyeshadow Palette. It's just a quad, and it looks like beautiful topper shades, just like glittery, shiny, like gives you that wet look on your eyelids type of shades, and I love that. I'm all about that. I've spent $25 on one shade for that, so I guess $42 isn't a ton for 4 shades if you look at it that way. But this is still quite expensive to me. This is probably something I eventually will pick up, but I'll wait for a coupon, maybe for Christmas or something. I'll put this on my wish list. So next up we have another foundation, and it is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. Everyone raves about this, and I want to know what all the hype is about. I used to be obsessed with blush and eyeshadow and lipsticks, and I still am, but right now my jam is concealers and foundations. Like, I just want to keep trying more and more and more and more and more. I don't need any more. I have way too many to use up, but that doesn't keep me from wanting to buy more of them. I'm just so curious. I want to try every formula that's out there, and everyone seems to be loving that one, so it's high on my list. So next we have the Patrick Ta Major Beauty Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, and I put the shade She's So LA in here, but I also would love the peach one. Peach blushes are my favorite and my most used, especially in summertime, but this color is so unique. It's like a bronze, but it turns a little rosy when you put it on the cheeks. I feel like that gives that perfect sunburnt type of look. So I'm just really curious about these. I probably will pick this up next time there's some sort of sale, but I don't need it in my collection right now. I just bought a couple of cream blushes. I bought a Fenty one and 2 of the Tower 28 ones, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Here's your daily reminder to drink water. Lots of it today. Get it in. Next on my list is the Tower 28 SOS Save Our Skin Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I wasn't interested in this in the beginning, but so many people are saying such good things about it that it makes me want to try it. I do have acne prone skin, and I get cystic acne sometimes on my chin and on the sides of my cheeks. And a lot of people have said this helps with acne, so I really want to try that. I'll probably pick that up sometime in the near future, but just not right now. Next is the Natasha Denona Lipophoria Lip Gloss in Tan Nude. Why are these lip glosses $26? Like, why does a lip gloss need to be that much? I don't feel like there's a ton of product in there. I feel like that was something I saw in a video that somebody did, that it's super minimal product. They look really pretty. I have plenty of lip products, like that's something I'm trying not to purchase, but it just looks really pretty. This shade came out with the bronze collection, and it looked really good in the promo photos that I saw with the palette, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to pick it up, was because it went so well with the palette, but I probably won't pick that up. Next is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Highlighter Wand. The shade I have in here is Spotlight, but honestly, there's like 4 shades that I think are really pretty. This may be something I eventually pick up. I feel like her contour wand and the highlighter wands all get really great reviews. I did just purchase the Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I'm loving that. I got a sample of that a long time ago, and I tried it like all over my face. It's kind of like a primer, because that's how I had first seen it being used, like a glowy primer, and I didn't love it because it didn't hydrate my skin, whereas one of my normal primers is either the Becca Backlight Priming Filter or the MAC Strobe Cream, and both of those are glowy, but they also hydrate really well. And so I was super disappointed with the Hollywood Flawless Filter when I tried it, and I was like, I'm not buying that. But people just keep talking about it, like the hype never has died down. So I started using it differently. I just put it on the high points on my face before I put my foundation on, and it looks beautiful. I've also used it as a highlighter on more of a natural makeup day, and I love it. So I'm super happy with that purchase, and I feel like these highlighter wands would be a great purchase, but I'm just gonna wait until some sort of sale comes along. And last but not least on my list is a Tom Ford product. It's the shade in Illuminate. It's a duo of like a balm and like a clear balm, I think, and then a contour shade. And people rave about this. It is $88. Like, for 2 products. I know Tom Ford is expensive. I have one of the eyeshadow duos and then one of their lipsticks, but I got them on sale. And I just don't think I could pay $88 for this. Even with like 20% off at Sephora, that's still like in the $70 range. I don't know if I could do it. Everyone I see talking about this, they don't like the clear balm. They only like the contour shade. So you're spending $88 for a contour shade. That's outrageous. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to purchase this, but I want it. It's so ridiculous. Why do we want these expensive things that we don't think are worth the money, but people pay for it anyways? Like, I guess you could say I do that with Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath palettes because there's plenty of people that don't think those are worth it either, but here I am. I think with those, for me, I have such a large collection that even when new like mid-range makeup comes out, it's not innovative or original to me anymore. And I want something that is like a specialty piece in my collection. So that's kind of why I started purchasing those more expensive products, because I feel like I just have everything that there is to have, and those seem special to me. But yeah, we went a little over. We're at $1,003 before taxes, but that's everything that's in my Sephora fantasy cart. Let me know down below what's in your Sephora fantasy cart. Are any of these products on your list? Would you purchase any of these products in real life or in your fantasy cart? Do you think high-end products are not worth the money? Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram at AndreaKristenBeauty or on Twitter at AndreaK_beauty. They'll be listed down below in my description box, and I'll leave everything that's on my face down below as well. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe and comment below if you feel like it. And thank you so much for watching. But if you just heard my dog's nails clacking all over the floor like this, I apologize. I am still not used to having to listen to that and know to stop filming. It's new to me.